Hello, folks. Hey, we're here in Leicester. In America would be Leicester. In the Midlands, Leicester in England here, folks. And we're here with the qualifier for the Midlands area. We're here with Darren Deacon. Darren, congratulations in making it, buddy. It's not the first time you made it. You have, from what I understand, you have 5 championships in the Nationals.
Yeah.
5 in the All England.
Yeah, and runner-up 8 times.
Runner-up 8 times in the All England, second place.
Yeah.
8 times.
And 5 times in the national runner-up.
Really, that's not easy task. That means you've been busy. You've got good birds anyway.
Hopefully.
I heard a lot of good things about you. We've got some folks in America now that are talking highly about the birds they received from you. I seen Gabe Glenn over there is doing some good stuff with his. A lot of people in America know Gabe already. But let's learn a little bit about Darren Deacon here. Darren, so how long have you had rollers?
I've been flying in competition about 40 years.
Nice.
But I've had pigeons, 61 now, 55 years.
Nice.
A long while.
Yeah. And so when you were starting up, what do you think the competition was back then to now? And you see big differences. We've improved.
Yeah, what it is different people come into the game now. All the old people have gone out of it,
Yeah.
But when I first started about 40 odd years ago in the competitions, there was the old people like Bob Brown. You heard of him, Bill Barrett.
Oh yeah, Bill. In America, I was talking to George about that. Bob Brown, Bill Barrett, Ollie Harris.
Yeah.
We hear about all of those, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, and George Mason as well, John Thompson. They were all the old flyers. There's none of them left now.
Mm-hmm.
So, all my success came about. I won the All England for the first time in 1996.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went 13 years without winning it.
Mm.
Then I won it the next 4 times in about 5 years,
Mm.
year after year, near enough. So this particular family what I got now, it all started about 2011. Now I've told this story a lot. Do you want me to tell it to you on this?
Absolutely, yes. That'd be good.
Right. I had some Peter Harper pigeons.
Peter Harper.
Peter Harper.
Okay.
Yeah, I know Peter Harper well. Yeah, Peter Harper pigeons. I didn't acquire them off him. I acquired them off a friend of mine called Wayne Hitchcock.
Wayne Hitchcock. Yeah.
So I got a few off him. Flying them, breeding them, doing all right with them. But Peter Harper pigeons are low-flying pigeons, and they're very hard to fly. What I got now are low-flying pigeons. I'll get round to that in a minute. So I was flying them. I had problems with them, asking Pete for advice. He gave me advice on them, blah blah blah. But I was struggling with them, to be honest. Then one day out of the blue, a lad called Ross Young rang me up.
Ross Young.
Yeah.
Okay.
From up County Durham way.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I heard you got Peter Harper's pigeons." I said, "I've got some." Hold on, I'm telling you this wrong. Right, yeah. I got the Peter Harper pigeons off Wayne Hitchcock. Then Peter Harper rang me up to see if I wanted to borrow all his stock pigeons out of the blue because he was working away. So he sent them down to me, all his stock pigeons. He said, "You'll be doing me a favour, looking after them, and I'm doing you a favour by lending them you." So they all come down, he didn't even get the job in Scotland in the end, but he still sent them down. So that was nice of him, weren't it? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So then I got the phone call off Ross Young. He says, "I heard you got Peter Harper's stock pigeons. I want 6 pigeons, straight Harpers. I've just been over Ireland and seen the best quality pigeons I've ever seen in my life. Cross between Peter Harper and Maurice Hole." So he wanted to borrow some of my Peter Harpers to cross with Maurice Hole. I said, "Hold on a minute. You send me 6 Maurice Hole pigeons down, and I'll send you 6 Peter Harper pigeons up. You cross them, I cross them.
Yeah.
We're both happy."
Right.
We've both done that in 2012 young bird season. That year, I want everything. He done the same cross, but he couldn't handle them, fly them, you know, because they're very awkward to fly. You got to get the right body weight on them and all sorts, because they're low. And if you got too much weight on them, they're too low, because the deep pigeons with the cross with the Morrison. So that's when all my success came, you know, from that cross. What's it had the cross at the same time in Ireland? That's where I see him. What's his name? I think it Roston or somebody else where Ross seen them, and they were brilliant pigeons. And that's how it all started. Ross didn't fly them very well, and I did, and I kept getting used to them, and the rest is history, mate. You know. And I've had him ever since.
Nice. If I'm not mistaken, that same name, Russ Young, I could be mistaken, but he's the one that took that painting. Was he the one that did that painting? Anyway, I may be wrong. Austin Fox did it.
Yeah.
I'll talk about anyway. So big difference. So you started realizing that combination for you was
well, what it was, Peter Harper pigeons, pure, are very active pigeons. You've just judged some in Ireland, ain't you? McKinney's, they're all Harpers. They're all Harpers, Burkitts, but Burkitts were Harpers anyway. If you want to see an entertaining kit, you wouldn't beat a kit bearing Peter Harper's, but sure.
Oh, I'm hearing a lot about Peter Harper in the last few years.
Good man. Yeah. Sure. So I had Peter Harper's in my cross, gave me the flying pattern, figure 8, second to none. The flying pattern, the frequency, and the low flying pigeons I wanted because of the birds of prey, because you've got more chance when they're flying at a good height coming down than when they're flying high going up. So that's what the Peter Harper pigeons done to my cross, but I wanted a bit more speed and depth in them. So that's what the Morris Old brought into them. Put them both together. Nice.
Good.
And I've got the trophies to prove that. And that's what my family is. It's gone a bit more, I should say, more Morris Hole in them over the years, but it's still Peter Harper in them. I think, no, to be honest, and I'm not saying this out of turn, to fly good pigeons, a kit pigeon, I ain't talking about individual rollers, I'm on about a good family of working pigeons. You've got to have a bit of Harper in them.
A bit of Harper.
Definitely. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Now, to get when you found out that, is there any special any something you do to them? You know, okay, this here when I feed them this, they're too hot. You know what I mean? I feed them this, it slows them down or raises them.
Well, nobody else feeds the pigeons like I do. This is why Gabe wanted my pigeons, because he's seen me have interviews before, and he says to. Well, over the last year or so, he's got to know me well. The reason I wanted your pigeons, he's been wanting my pigeons for the last 5 or 6 years. Because he's heard of the odd interview, and he says, that's how I feed mine. And nobody else in America feeds them like Gabe, he reckons. And I know for a fact there ain't many or anyone feeds pigeons like me here. I feed my pigeons as much food as they want every day. If 20 pigeons want 3 bean tins of food, they get it.
After they fly, there we go.
Which is one. You see these out today, God willing this wind drops. Last night, these ate 3 tins of food. Some people do even give them a quarter of a tin or half
Last
a tin.
night they had 3 tins, the tins being the bean can.
Baked tin.
Of what? What mix?
Wheat. That's all I feed, wheat.
Yeah.
Wheat all the while.
Nice.
Because if you feed a pigeon, keep feeding it as much as it wants, all of a sudden, the next day, a couple of days after, it'll get a body shape, won't it? You know what I mean? Over a week. And it's like, you can stuff yourself for a Chinese buffet for a couple of nights, but the 5th night, you'll only want to eat half of it. Well, that's what a pigeon does.
Right.
And that's how it forms its body weight. So if I hacked all that food down on the floor to 20 pigeons, and after a couple of minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, 5 flew up, I wouldn't say, well, that's it then, all the rest are going in the kit box. I let them eat. Them pigeons what want the food, they eat it. The others don't need it, they do. So over the matter of 3 or 4 weeks, when you're building them up for a competition, they've all got the same body shape.
Nice.
It's the way I feed.
Nice. Hey, that's good information, and you're straight to the point, and that's just how you do it. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Now, do you occasionally give them a little something mix or something?
Not really.
You know what I mean?
The only time I change the food is when I lock down in the winter.
Yeah.
When I'm bringing them back out again, about a month before, I feed them depurative so the weight gets off them. Because if you keep them in for 6 months, then lay them out, you get roll downs because they're too fat. So that's any time they'll get any different food.
Now, your depurative, what is that usually made up of? What's that?
That's barley, red darra, wheat, sapphire, that sort of thing.
Okay, good. It's a
Fat
mix,
diet.
like a mix.
Yeah.
Not really peas.
No, it's a diet mix.
Yeah.
Diet.
Darren, we're hearing a lot of good things about you. I wish you best of luck today. We got something for each qualifier. You said you haven't been watching the YouTube videos, but we got something for you.
That's a good one, ain't it?
It's a nice coin that all the qualifiers, only qualifiers that
Yeah,
get
they've been normally like that over the years.
Yeah, no, this is the big one.
That's a good one, mate. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to make it to the finals. Good luck tonight. And this coin also out in America, and we're spreading the word, it's also a challenge coin. So you're going to the pub and you're going to run into one of the other qualifiers, whoever it might be, Charlie Grout or whatever. I think he's coming up, right?
Yeah.
You
He's
have
300 mile away though.
He's what?
300 mile away.
Is he?
Yeah, plane ride away. Middlesbrough, ain't it?
Well, I'm going to train anyway.
Yeah, you'll get it.
So you keep that with you, and you see him, and
I
you say,
tell you
hey,
what-
you got your coin. If he doesn't have it, he owes you a drink.
Yeah, I'll tell you how I'll do that tonight, Dan. I'll put it in my pocket when we're watching. It might bring me luck.
Hey, the best of luck, buddy.
Thank you very much.